What is it?
Something sweet.
Seems like he had a way of IDing who's symptomatic. Do not let anyone showing symptoms get outside. As infection progresses, it triggers an overwhelming urge to get out in the open. That's
Birds.
the parasite controlling them. Once outside, the birds will feed on infected bodies, spreading the parasite on land.
No, you're not,
Turn
Huey.
them all to ashes.
We'll make diamonds from their ashes.
Interesting.
Take them into battle with us. We are diamond dogs.
All I could do was obsess over revenge, doubting my comrades along the way. But even after all we've accomplished, the phantom pain never let up. If anything, it just got worse. But you understood that from the start, didn't you? From the moment you opened your eyes in that hospital, you knew it wouldn't go away. That you've been fighting the pain and confronting your phantoms the whole time. Knowing full well the battle would never end, not till the day you die.
Mission.
I respect that now, more than ever. It's an honor and a privilege, Big Boss.
What was that all about? Just checking these to see if there's anything else. Nope. Let's listen to some cassette tapes, I guess. Alright. Huey, you son of a bitch. It's always Huey.
12 hours after exposure to the blood of a symptomatic colleague, I found myself making my way up the stairs to this room. And I am not alone.
God damn it, Huey.
Everyone who's infected, we've all come up here wanting to get outside. I know full well I mustn't leave, given the possibility I'm infected. Yet, I can't contain this urge I feel inside me, like the alcoholic who tries to make any excuse for one more drink. Every step I took up those stairs filled me with this sense of bliss. I still have all my wits about me. It took no time at all to rewire the electronic lock and open the emergency exit.
This is crazy.
Then, just as I was about to set foot outside, I finally realized what was going on. This desire for freedom is not my own, but that of the vocal cord parasites inside me.
Yeah, dude, no kidding.
They want the ravens to feed on us, pecking us to death, attracted by these sweet secretions.
Oh,
They have mutated to facilitate this. The sweet smell is powerful enough to attract even a species with such a weak nose. So, before the parasites take complete control, I must. Most of the staff in here are already infected. At least, everyone I've looked at is. Infection with this parasite causes a high fever in the pharynx. I have modified a pair of night vision goggles to react only to this temperature range.
good for you, buddy.
With these goggles, You can identify who is infected. Other infected will, like me, feel compelled to make it outside. If the ravens get their meal, they'll head for land next. That cannot be allowed to happen.
Yeah, no kidding.
Commencing platform
Fucking
construction.
Emmerich.
The whole idea of the vocal cord parasites was that they'd only copulate once exposed to a specific language over time. That the parasites infecting our men in the laboratory laid their eggs straight away. The larvae were eating their lung tissue almost immediately. What kind of mutation was it? Those who were infected and cured still carried the vocal cord parasites in their throats.
Sure.
They were still there, but the males had been rendered female by the Wolbachia, and copulation could not occur.
Or so we thought.
But it is the Wolbachia that mutated, not the parasites. You remember I told you the Wolbachia attempts to maximize its number of female infected hosts? Yes, hence the male-to-female transformation. Precisely. But other
So they probably
Wolbachia
figured out a way to
strains use
go
different
backwards.
methods. Cytoplasmic incompatibility, killing the males, and parthenogenesis. Parthenogenesis? Aphids. Aphids use that to reproduce via females only. Very good. The females lay their eggs without a male present, creating clones of themselves in explosive numbers. Parthenogenesis was originally a means for an organism to take maximum advantage of abundant resources by increasing its numbers. Certain strains of Wolbachia force this to occur, to create
Interesting.
more and more infected females. And that's why our men develop symptoms in the blink of an eye. Wolbachia causing parthenogenesis is common in parasitic wasps. Of course, the Wolbachia I introduced to your men did not have this characteristic, but I believe the mutation, whatever it was, caused it to force parthenogenesis in its host, the vocal cord parasite.
Fascinating.
The Wolbachia we used to prevent egg laying became the agent of limitless reproduction. There's something else.
Fucking Huey.
The symptomatic infected in the laboratory all wanted to get outside, even knowing there was napalm waiting for them out there. You said the parasites made them act that way, but parasites controlling humans. Is it possible? Parasites altering the host's behavior is a common occurrence in the world of nature.
Yeah.
Long ago,
Like The Last of Us.
vocal cord parasites had this ability, but even I never foresaw they might control humans. Until I heard the things your man said. You mean the researcher on the top floor? The bit about, I'm not a snail. Yes. Among parasitic worms, there is a genus called Leucochloridium that uses snails as intermediary hosts.
Interesting.
As you know, snails prefer dark, gloomy environments.
So
But once
he was just saying he's not going to do that.
parasitized by Leucochloridium, they desire to be in the light. And that is not all. The parasitic worms thrust themselves into the snail's antennae, making them swell to abnormal size. The snail, meanwhile, frantically wiggles its antennae as the parasites squirm inside. The swollen, wriggling antennae soon resemble
Which makes 'em get eaten.
caterpillars. I don't get it. It is so they can be eaten by birds. Leucochloridium needs a bird as its definitive
That's where it
host
like lays its eggs or
to
whatever.
breed.
That's the
They
intermediary
require
place.
the snail host to be snapped up by a predator. So they make the humble snail appear to be a delicious caterpillar and lead it to somewhere in open sight. So you mean the staff trying to get outside?
It's like that.
So the birds could peck at them. The parasites altered their mental state, making them crave higher places and to be outdoors. I can only surmise that both the Wolbachia and the parasites mutated before the ancestors of the vocal cord parasites infected humans. Their hosts were birds.
Yeah, we talked about that
What
earlier.
we saw in the laboratory was some throwback to that time. The parasites attempting to make birds their intermediary hosts.
I'm not sure if that tracks, but it sounds like it makes sense.
A praying mantis that is host to a parasitic hairworm will dive into water and drown itself, just so the hairworm can lay its eggs in water. Rats infected with Toxoplasma gondii lose their instinctive caution. and
People can
run
get infected with
right
that
up to
too.
cats. Just some of the many ways parasites control the host.
But we're humans. Surely our minds are too
I guess
complex
not.
for that.
I thought just the same. Free will is what makes us human, so it never occurred to me that the parasites could be controlling the symptomatic. But the mood, the will of a person can be easily affected by the balance of their cerebral substances. Take the toxoplasma I mentioned. It does infect humans, and it is thought the infected develop a more reckless attitude.
But to think that mutations occurred in both the Wolbachia and its parasite hosts.
Your observation is most apt. Both mutations occurring at once.
And a person.
indicates the presence of a powerful mutagen.
I see. Keep
Before we go to the
narrowing
Huey
down
one.
what it was.
Let's listen to this stupid shit.
I have spoken enough. Your men can take it from here.
What, to learn how to
Will
make
you permit
hamburgers?
me to rest? Have something to eat.
I thought you don't eat.
I can subsist without food. But there is
I still
more
like
to the
it.
act of eating than nourishment. We
Like
receive
making a
nature's
sweet
blessings
hamburger.
and reaffirm our part in it. And in doing so, we express our gratitude.
Sorry, it's hearing you say you don't need to eat and that you're part of nature in the same breath. Anyway, what can we get you?
A
Not
hamburger.
exactly a five-star restaurant, but the kitchen's used to serving a lot of different appetites.
Hamburgers.
Hamburgers?
Even wheat in there has become Americanized. I eat them often back home.
Talk about the infection of
And
culture.
You just can't let them go. Well, as far as symbols of the American Empire go, hamburgers are pretty good. The victory of capitalism.
You talk about McDonald's and how two nations with McDonald's have never gone to war against each other.
America. And you ask for hamburgers.
We have suffered more than you can know. But I do not see hamburgers as an accomplice.
Yeah, I should hope
Single
not.
dish, providing a balanced helping of nature's blessings. Meat, grain, and vegetable. How could
It's
anyone
ridiculous.
hate such a magnificent thing?
Oh, good
To the
day.
guy who can survive on photosynthesis. Balance has nothing to do with it. You just like a good burger.
Home with a
That
good
is
burger.
also true. Be warned, though. I have very high standards.
Let's find out more about this stupid storyline.
All right, then. One good old-fashioned all-American icon coming up.
I look forward to it. I hope
They're
you
all
bought
2
a
minutes?
better hamburger this time, Kazuhira.
Right.
Oh my goodness.
Well,
The last one was lacking in
This is like the
every
old Kodak
way.
conversations.
The patty was too thin,
The bun.
too dry,
Too dry.
and the lettuce days old at best.
You live in the middle of the
that was
ocean.
100% all-beef patty, and no shortening in the bun either.
Nature's blessings, unadulterated in
In
hamburger
hamburger form.
Is that it? But when taste falls short, so does our gratitude to nature. Making such precious blessings unpalatable is sacrilege.
This is ridiculous.
I hate to admit it, but I think you're right. I should have known better than to settle for second best.
Seriously,
That's why I
man.
had him run some more R&D, develop a new burger.
Like how we invented curry in
One
Peace
of our
Walker.
researchers just dropped by with the latest results. Here
Good
it
thing
is.
our R&D team is making
See
burgers.
how you like this. We shall see indeed.
This burger.
I thank you for this bounty, Mother Earth. So, what's the verdict?
It's terrible.
Not bad. And? But it does not hold a candle to what I ate back home. Everyone's a critic. Damn it. I was sure the Kobe beef, but maybe we didn't have enough.
Kobe beef is
We don't
good.
need more. We're cutting into our profits. Profits?
Who are they selling them to?
Loss on every unit. What
You shouldn't be
are
thinking
you
about that.
talking about? Huh? Oh, anyway, I'll be back with another round of product. I will be waiting.
Is he gonna try and like
Did you say
start a restaurant?
product? Feeling hungry?
5,
Old
almost 6 minutes. Oh my god.
timer. I do not get hungry. No. But you have a new
I wish I could just
hamburger?
cue up the tape.
You guessed it. And this time we use lamb.
Yum.
Lamb.
That's pretty good.
You're not a lamb kind of guy? A hamburger is made of beef. Whoever
Yeah, but
heard
lamb
of a
burgers are good.
hamburger without beef?
I've
but
had turkey
we
burgers.
gotta stay fresh. Stand out from our competition. You're what? Just give it a try. If you say so.
This is the lamb burger.
Not bad. But
Uh-oh.
I cannot call this a hamburger.
Well, because it's made of lamb.
I thought we were onto something this time. Maybe the problem is that it looks like a regular hamburger. Gotta think outside the box. Too much baggage if they come
Think
in
outside the bun.
expecting just another burger. Let's see. Cotton candy to make it look like a sheep.
Gross,
Yeah.
no.
Just a minute. You really think people would eat that?
Yeah, nobody
What
would eat
is
that
it
shit.
you are planning? Are you using me?
For R&D?
A one-man focus
Fire
group?
project.
Well, actually, already started. I got a place called Miller's Maxi Buns.
Development.
You are kidding me. Well, to be honest, business hasn't been great. No one seems to like my buns. The Ocelot said
The buns.
Diamond Dog's budget did not add up. But you don't mean to tell me. What?
Select unit.
No. Our black budget's got it all covered. I'm not embezzling GMP or anything. Still, let's not say anything to Snake, okay? Very well. However, Kazuhira, it takes more than premium ingredients and a clever recipe to satisfy the palate.
That's true.
Okay,
Special
so what do we
fire
do?
project.
The palate seeks one thing. Chemical additives.
What?
Chemical additives.
What was that like
There is
noise?
nothing mysterious or spiritual about good flavor. The tongue simply identifies specific amino acids, which the brain then recognizes as appealing. Therefore,
Uh-huh.
all that is needed is to chemically isolate those amino acids and incorporate them into your
Spoken by a
product.
true
To
scientist.
be clear, I speak of flavor. The rest is irrelevant. That seems a little extreme. Do not forget that I am a
Yeah,
scientist
listen to me
after all,
predicting what's gonna be said.
using science for the benefit of others is a joy. In seeking coexistence with nature's blessings, not everything can remain in its natural form. When we fall ill, we must be treated. Otherwise, that very nature could cost us our lives. Agriculture
Okay.
is one of nature's many blessings. through that process, we damage the surrounding vegetation.
Yeah. Whether it's a massive farm or a tiny field, we always leave our mark on the land.
The same is true of parasites. And for food preparation. If tapeworms in the raw meat of another animal enter the human body, they roam around trying to find their usual habitat. Sometimes even eating away at the brain.
Oh, gross. I didn't know that.
So in looking through a scientific point of view, you see the necessity for processing food. Yes, it is also sometimes necessary to eliminate
This guy's all about parasites.
or selectively use or even modify others. Alternatively, we could say that if a man is part of nature, the work he does is also part of
I've heard that justification.
What is important is the balance.
Yeah, you're right. Thanks, old-timer. It really opened my eyes. I fooled myself into thinking people today wanted high-quality, all-natural goods. But my
That's what
favorite
people
burgers
nowadays
were never
want.
about that. What they want is something like the first burger I had in America when I went to meet my dad. A Frankenburger loaded with additives.
That's
the
not...
America I
No.
loved. I'll
You're
be
crazy.
back in a jiffy, old-timer. My next burger's gonna knock your socks off.
Kazuhira, wait. What is important is how we balance the...
Yeah, I was like, you missed the point.
One-legged man. Frankenburger. What kind of a dive did your old man take you to?
Alright.
Rise and shine, old-timer.
Last one of these
It is
shit
complete.
things.
I had our best and brightest working overtime, fine-tuning the greatest burger the world has ever known.
We're gonna have to go back to Mother Base after this
call
one, I
it
bet.
The chemical burger.
Gross! What is the matter with you?
What on
It's just like a radio play.
Now, don't judge a burger by its color. Go on, try it.
I am not very hungry.
What?
You eat with your eyes too,
Oh,
Miller.
I get it. Now, sure, it's loaded with additives, but each one's been approved by the WHO for human consumption. Come on, one little bite's not gonna kill you.
Are you sure of that? Fine.
This would be great for the second half of the episode where you're just like, oh, remember when Dan, like, shot all his guys in the head and then he listened to this bullshit about hamburgers?
It is perfect. Right? This takes me back to the taste of my youth.
This is the
Neon
craziest
signs
thing.
on the Mother Road. Oh, I can see them now.
So, what do you think of our signs now? And it doesn't just taste great. You won't believe how cheap it is to make. And because it's pumped up with preservatives, it won't spoil easily in regions lacking refrigerated storage. Or
I can't believe
transportation
this.
Infrastructure. This bad boy could even solve Africa's hunger problem.
Excuse me.
People will no longer fight over food, or find reason to hate one another. Mankind will come together, reunited between these fluffy buns. Forget Pax Americana. Say hello to
Oh my
Pax
goodness.
Hamburgana.
Pax Hamburgana.
Skullface thought that destruction was the way to free the peoples of the world from American imperialism. But this is different. Tackling something head-on just makes for more conflict. Only by uniting the world can its various
My mind is
inhabitants
blown that this
become
is something that I'm
one.
listening to.
Having lived as an American parasite as long as I have, I know what I'm talking about. The chemical burger is poised to be the greatest liberating force the world has ever known.
We need a deterrent against this chemical burger. A weapon to surpass
Now all
Metal
you need is
Gear.
a better brand image, starting with a name. I gotta run, old-timer. I'll catch you later.
Well, Doctor, I have the report on the incident at the quarantine facility. Assuming the vocal cord parasite evolved, underwent a mutation. The only plausible explanations are exposure to some high-concentration mutagen or radiation.
Yeah, remember
As you know,
we
some
had
of the
that.
staff at the quarantine facility were infected
There's a
with
lot of
parasites. The Wolbachia prevented them from copulating, but the parasites themselves can't be removed from their host's vocal cords. Once you're infected with Skullface's parting gift, you're stuck with it. The researchers regularly used X-ray equipment to monitor the parasites in their throats. No problem there, they kept a close eye on the radiation doses. But that equipment didn't just give off X-rays. It was also emitting beta rays. Even though that's unnecessary for the scans, beta rays have far worse effects on DNA than X-rays. Meaning the only logical conclusion is that someone added in a beta ray emitter to trigger a mutation. Those beta rays leaked out from inside the equipment. Because the emitter was retrofitted, the shielding was inadequate.
So it was on purpose.
The person who ordered and inspected the equipment was you, Doctor.
Huh.
That makes you the only person with the opportunity to install that emitter.
So now you're saying I sabotaged medical equipment for some wild plan to make the vocal cord parasite kill everyone?
Or maybe you thought it'd reveal a way to treat the parasite without using the Wolbachia. With that much to barter, I suppose some people would welcome even a pathetic cur like you.
Just stop it!
You'd have no shortage of buyers, but most would be happy with just the parasite. You wouldn't need to offer anything else. However, if that buyer already knew about the parasite, they'd also know that by itself, it's no longer the ultimate bargaining chip it once was.
Right, because we can stop it.
To sell to that buyer, you need to throw in a bonus. A way to one-up it. There's only one buyer who'd be after that.
Cypher.
Emmerich, we record all communications on Mother Base. That includes radio transmissions to and from homemade devices. Frequent contact with people in America. A private biotech company. A client of which is DARPA. And they are connected to Cypher. You made a deal with Cypher. You offered them a new parasite in exchange for your safety. This is the only place in the world where the vocal cord parasite still exists. And you used it as a testing ground.
Friggin' A.
Tried to resurrect their bioweapon. But your plan to obtain the parasite has failed. Your bullshit ends now.
Yeah, what are we gonna do to him?
You're alive.
Please select a landing zone.
I should go and check on him. Which platform is he on? The research platform? I'm gonna have to go over there if it doesn't start a cutscene. Which it didn't, oddly. But I'll go check on him. I'm surprised that it didn't. I figured it would. Because he's got to go. I'm really tired of him.
Welcome home, boss.
Alright.
Please select a delivery point.
I think he's here. But I could be wrong. And if he isn't, we'll fly back out and just do a side op. That usually progresses things. What is this guy even saying? I know it's down in the bottom somewhere. I think it's maybe down there? No. Maybe. Well, that might be it. Yeah. But I bet it's gonna be a dud. I'm just gonna show up in here and nothing's gonna happen. Hey. You're the snake, buddy. No cutscene so far. What's up here? I didn't even notice this ladder before. I can't even get up close to him though. He's on his own platform. Nothing interactive. Alright, let's call a chopper. Go to the field, and then I'll figure something else out. I was really convinced that this would be it. Where is the helipad on this platform? Here it is.
Roger.
I wonder what that person's talking about. Who the heck is saying that? Whoever it is really creeping me out. Boots me out. I don't see any guys next to each other. It's like I don't see anybody who would be talking to each other is the problem. Alright, we wasted some time. I could look up exactly what I need to do, but I just don't want to do that. Let's try and do a fast one. Yay!
Please select a mission.
No, just a quick sight up. Prisoner extraction, heavy infantry, mine clearing. Let's just do a prisoner extraction, I guess.
Please select a landing zone.
I don't want to get shot down, so let's land over here.
Africa.
Let's add a, nope. Nope. Something that's kind of cool that I've never used, Accelerant. That makes the reflex mode that you've never seen me use, because I always turn it off. That activates that. Gonna have to go soon. Let's see if they call me back right after I finish this mission, or if there's something else that I need to do. Alright. Getting in the helicopter, getting in the helicopter. Alright, where are we headed? Up to here. Suppose I should still be trying to take D-Horse with me places just because I need him to level up his bond at some point, but he's just so much more boring than D-Dog and quiet. And like on an episode like, or not an episode, but in a mission like this where I'm trying to rescue prisoners, like not having D-Dog is actively sabotaging my efforts. Alright, wild animal, medicinal plants. Landmines.
Enemy prison detected. The map has been updated.
I could pick those, but alright. Let's just try and be quick. Alright.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Clouds approaching.
Perfect. Got people sort of scattered around now. And then now I can start a chain reaction with guys going up to help that guy. Damn it. Oh well, I got him. There. Damn it, D-Dog. Oh, I remember this base. Only because I was editing an episode from it not too long ago. Okay. And I love how fast acting these darts are. Okay.
Let's come on! Get him!
No need. Just knocking fools out like a big boss. That guy saw me.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Let's...
Attack!
There we go. The reason they can all see me is because I have night vision goggles.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. That's the target.
That guy's about to get electrocuted. Or shocked, I guess. Come on, come on, come on. Alright, got him. Time to get out of here.
Side ops list updated.
Okay, subject is in. Roger.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
I'm being lazy now.
Support helicopter requested.
Oh, it's my decoy. I was like, who are they yelling at? Of course, when what's-his-face gets over here, they're going to be pretty
He's coming
surprised.
too. Roger that.
Pequod, that's what I'm talking about.
Arriving shortly at LZ.
Alright. I'm going to show you Acceleraman. It activates reflex mode, which puts everything in slow motion. So like normally, right before you get caught, you go into reflex mode. And you'll be able to,
He's coming too.
what is it, uh-oh. Yeah, I was gonna say, those guys are about to get their asses kicked. You go into reflex mode. Yeah, outpost captured for sure. You just shot the hell out of everybody. They're dead, Pequod. You can chillax, buddy. Let's get out of here. Anyway, so when you get spotted, you go into reflex mode, and then you would be able to knock them out before they see you and set off the alert. But you know that. Come on. That removes, that lowers your score. Shot that vehicle up real good. Ooh, it's about to explode. Yep, there it goes.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Yay!
Side ops list updated.
So what am I supposed to do now? Heavy infantry, mine clearing, materials containers. I've listened to all the tapes.
Please select a mission.
Maybe I have to finish the special missions. Well, anyway, that's all I can do for today. Let me see if I can send somebody out on one of these long ones.
A mission.
God, they're all so hard. They're all so hard. That's what I sounded like. Can't even do that one. Let's increase our defensive capability
Unit
for a day and 8
dispatched.
hours. Okay, let me check on base facilities. Nothing doing here. Thanks for watching Dan Plays Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain. I'm Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain. This is Dan. I guess, is that like a diamond from my team? I'm gonna make my last.
Please select
I'm just gonna
a
try going to Mother Base one more time. No, there's nothing for me there. Thanks for watching. Like I said, Dan Plays Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain. This is Dan. Or this is Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain. For Dan, I don't know. Thanks. See ya. Peace out.